Good afternoon, good morning, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Bazil. Welcome to Gigantic Talk. This series is where we talk about the game Gigantic, bring up topics from the community that I find interesting to talk about, or just me rambling about something that makes me angry, happy, sad, or giggles. I don't know. Is that an emotion? Is giggles an emotion? Sure, why not? So I'd like to talk about fan art. And fan art is something that is extremely important because it allows the community to get that extra bit of hype. And we'll talk about hype in a later video this week because I also feel that that's something that we need to be careful on. Back to artists. Artists are something that I have incredible respect for because I have no artistic talent whatsoever. Most of my artwork, if you can even call it that, usually looks like it was run over by a steamroller and then chopped by some sort of saw or lightsaber or laser blade. And it doesn't end up looking like art. It ends up looking like a mess. So when I see fan art from different community members and people that have taken time to make this incredible piece of artwork, I want to give them a hug and be like, "You're so awesome, thank you." And I'm sure if I did that, I'd probably creep people out, and that's probably a good thing I can't hug people over the internet. I believe that when we look at the fan art and we look at the art as a community, we need to make sure and remember to always thank them 1,000 times over and just plaster it all over the place in social media. I don't care if 4 of your friends have already tweeted this out, you tweet it too, because this shows them that you appreciate their hard work and you want them to do more. And we haven't seen a lot of fan art over the last month, and that's really disappointing. And I think that all of us, myself included, have not thanked the artist enough. So if you're an artist and you're watching this video, first of all, I'd like to apologize for us not including you as much as we should have, because that's definitely our bad, and that's my fault for kind of overlooking that aspect, and that's stupid, and I don't want to do that again. And second of all, thank you so much for all your hard work and your fantastic, there we go, tenacity to kind of pound away on your pencil and just be like, or your cool digital notepad thingy, whatever you want to call it, or Photoshop, or whatever you use. And thank you for all your hard work. You've done a fantastic job in making this community just that much more excited for the game because you show your passion through your artwork and through your designs. So why does fan art mean something in the community? Why does it bolster that community backing? Well, mainly because it allows the community to not only express themselves through a different form of media, which is extremely underlooked, I think, in today's, video, podcast, and live stream stuff. There are a lot of people that do speed art drawings, and I know a couple people that do those, and I'm hoping that they do that for Gigantic because they're very talented and they're very, very good at what they do. I know a couple people have streamed them doing some Gigantic fan art over on Hitbox, and I hope they continue to do that because it's a lot of fun to watch. It's a lot of fun to interact with them and get their artistic thoughts on the game. Not only from an artistic point of view, but if we look at the way that fan art is presented, it's always positive. It's always something that is, hey, look at this really cool rendition I did of Trip, and she's on fire, and she's wielding these cool swords, or I made, what's the owl guy's? Tyto the Swift, I believe, the guy with the one arm that we found out, which was like, oh my gosh. And, I mean, even that, something that people can draw and express themselves and maybe take the artist over at Motiga's impression of the work and put a little twist on it, and make it a little bit darker, make it a little bit more Star Wars-y or something. I don't know. But it's something that I'm always fascinated with, and I think that we as a community need to make sure that it is always appreciated. And it helps us grow too, because when we look at other games, their fan art is always really, really good, and it gets passed around, and it goes viral, and it goes nuts, and people are like, oh, this game's so cool, and I've never heard of this game, but this piece of artwork is awesome, let's check into it, and that's how I found a few games, where it's like, well, this is a really cool drawing of whatever, let me check out this game, and the game turned out to be really cool, and yada, yada, yada. So I think that artists are a very vital part of our community, and I think that when we ignore them, it is a detriment to us as a community. So I really would encourage you guys to always be on the lookout for fan art. And if you see it somewhere, post it. I really don't care if you maybe don't like the art piece, because everyone has their own taste. Everyone is not going to like the same dot on a white piece of paper. Not everyone's going to appreciate that. And it's something where when we look at the community, everyone has to be included. And that may mean people that you generally don't really want to include because they don't do your form of media that you enjoy. And that's very unfriendly and not welcoming. So I think that as a community, guys, we need to step it up and make sure that the artists get their well-deserved hug and gratification, because that takes a long time, guys. I mean, this video is going to take me maybe 20 minutes to record and edit. So in terms of time versus the artist deserves way more recognition than I do, because they've put hours and hours, sometimes months, into their artwork. The current desktop I have is of a fan art piece for the game Gigantic, obviously. And I don't know how long it took, but it is beautiful and it is fantastic. And I believe that as a community, we definitely need to step it up and make sure that they are appreciated and feel appreciated, because I'd like to see more fan art. And again, if you're an artist, thank you so much for all your hard work. Please make more. I want more fan art. I need it. I needs it. I know Greg is also a huge fan, and he has like this giant secret collection of fan art that he won't share with anyone. Greg, calling you out, bro. Share the fan art. But that's it. That's all, guys. God bless. Have a wonderful morning, afternoon, and or evening. And I will see you guys on the next video, where we talk about hype, and we're also going to be talking about community leadership and not being an asshole. So that's the next few videos to come. I do hope you guys enjoyed this topic. If you do, let me know. End card.